Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. Thanks for joining me and welcome to my journey of building a music room. So this is the beginning of it. Nothing's actually happened at this point. As you can see, I'm sitting in front of the famous Wall of Wonder. Holds 800 CDs. That is the most I've ever had out on display in my 46-year life. So now at this point, having just moved from New York City, a little tiny 350 square foot apartment, to New Jersey, where I now have a 2,000 square foot house, and fortunately I have enough space in here that I get to build a music room. I mean, what's the fun of moving to a house if you can't build a music room, right? So of course that was always in the plan, and that's what I'm going to be doing here. I've designed some CD racks and things of that nature, custom built, all of that sort of stuff. And I'm going to take you on the journey of the building, the designing, the installation of all of that until the very end, the unpacking of all the CDs and those sort of things, getting it on the shelves, figuring out what goes on the wall, that sort of stuff. So right through to the very end, from beginning to end, an entire process of building a music room. So come along with me and join me for this wonderful journey. Now we're going to move through the door here on out to what will be the music room. As I said, it's under construction, so we've got stuff everywhere here. You can see there's my 103 boxes worth of CDs and stuff. And if we come out here, where the CD racks are going are actually along the wall there and continuing around all the way down this side and back to this wall. Now I'm going to back up a bit here to show you. So that's the wall that they just built, putting in with the door. And I had to build that so that I could have a symmetrical thing with all of the CDs that are on it. Something else that's kind of interesting here, I'll show you. Here's the set of drawings that I did. As most of you know, I'm an architect. So when this thing is done, that's an elevation of it there against that sloped wall that we were just looking at. And there's a section cut that goes through it with all the dimensions in case you guys want to build your own. And just for clarification, I had to do this little sketch of a plan in order to clarify how the cabinets went together and things of that nature. All right, so after a hard day's work, all 8 of the CD racks have been built at this point. Storing them down here in my basement in the meantime. They've still got some more work to do on them, but one of the things that we're looking at now is staining it. So I'm not going to paint it, going to stain it. We did 3 different colors here, but I'm actually focusing on this middle one, which is a mahogany stain. And there's the actual stain of it if you're interested. All right, so let's start to look at it. One of them is already going in here. I cannot wait to get that. It's going to actually wrap around all the way through here and back to that side. Hey everyone, so I just got home from work here, and it's possible that my shelves are in. I was talking with my contractor earlier and I was making a lot of progress, so I'm about to head upstairs and I'm going to bring you along to check things out for the very first time. All right, so here we go. We're going upstairs. I see something. Look at that. Oh, nice. What do you guys think? All right, nice stained wood shelves coming on around. Look at that. Once I get all the stuff out of here, I'll do a better video showing you guys of what all this is, but I'm enjoying this. So they must have just stained it. That's why the tape is on the wall there. And letting it air out. I'll have to open some windows on here, but yeah. All right, man, I got some CD shelves for my music room. Very cool. More to come, guys. All right, so here's a little bit better view. Now that it's in the daylight, you can see it. They've actually peeled off the tape as they've completed doing the staining on it. And we've got the matching side that's over there. I've left the center of this as a void where I can either put a stereo in it or I can put record racks or something like that. So all in all, pretty cool. Just waiting to get the remainder of this done and cleaned out, and then I can start putting stuff in it. All right, so here's where we left off last time. They had just finished staining everything on the racks themselves. And I've gone ahead and moved the protections on the floor. They've done the touch-ups on that. We've got a little bit other stuff that's going on here. You can see they're doing some touch-ups at the wall. And as we come down here, there's some more touch-ups that are being done around the rest of this. But the racks themselves are done. They are good to go. I'm gonna start unboxing these boxes here, the 103 boxes of CDs, 90 CDs a piece in those. We're going to be moving a portion of it here. They won't all fit, but I'm certainly excited to see where we can go from here on this. Next up, it's time to get all of the CDs into these shelves. I've got one of the boxes that's down here, and it's time to start getting them on. Now, this isn't a particular order. I'm just getting some up there to let you see how that is, but what I've got to now go through is try and figure out whether or not I'm going to start at the beginning of this with the letter A and run all the way to Z, and I'm going to mix all the genres, or if I'm actually going to keep them separated in here. So these boxes were divided by genre, and I've got to figure out whether I'm going to load in all of one genre, then move to another genre and so forth. But that's my current dilemma on this. Well, started to make a bit of progress here. Got out some of the stuff I want to get on display, not hung on the wall yet. I've decided for the moment I'm going to put this piece of furniture in here. But as you can see, I am getting some stuff out on the shelves. And I've decided, at least for now, to start with A there at the beginning and work with straight through rock, and then probably separate into a couple other genres down towards the end there. But again, we'll have to wait and see how that all plays out. Like anything good, it takes time. So I'm moving through this slowly, trying to get it just the way that I want it here. As you can see, I've already got a bunch of CDs out on the wall. But, you know, as I pull out one box and I think I'm all done with the A's or the B's or the C's, there's something else that was filed a particular way, and then I got to make room and move it all around. And we all know that story, so just plugging away. As you can see, lots of progress has been made, but it has certainly taken a long time. I cannot wait until this is all good to go. All right, so here's where I'm at. A lot of progress has been made. Still a long way to go, but certainly making some headway. All right, so the contractors have finished up all of the patching along here. If you remember in the last video, you could see that there was areas that needed touch up and whatnot, but those have all been fixed along here. I'm actually just waiting for it to really set in and dry, and then I'm going to start laying stuff out on here. That's why the records and things are down. I'll start hanging things on the walls and start using the tops of these to actually display box sets and things of that nature. So the top of the shelving actually became a really great place to do smaller box sets like this, putting it on display. So I've actually worked in 116 of these kind of box sets across both portions of the shelving here. All right, so Noodle and I are at the point we are trying to figure out what's going on the walls here in the music room. I know about some of the stuff like the platinum records and things like that, but you can see I've unfolded some posters that I've had from years ago working in record stores. That cool Beatles anthology one there. I've got a bunch more. I may also do some memorabilia like this Devo hat that I've got. I've also collected a number of set lists over the years. This is just 4 of many different ones that I've got, but that's pretty cool. And so, yeah, the other thing is trying to figure out what's going to be going on this crate that's over here. I've got this Tree Bluetooth speaker that you guys are going to be hearing more about. I'm going to be doing an unboxing for that. And I've got a record player on the way, so a lot more going on. And hopefully we'll have this all put together soon. Can't believe I found this one, an arcade poster from the debut album featuring Stephen Pearcy from Rat, Fred Coury from Cinderella, Frankie Wilsey from Sea Hags, like list goes on. It was a great band. All right, so I got the first stuff hung on the wall there. Got the Journey Platinum album for Evolution. Great White signed Hooked album, and managed to clean up some space on the top of the shelf there for displaying things. All right, and the other side, I've got Poison Platinum album for Open Up and Say Ah put up, but unfortunately, the Winger signed t-shirt no longer has a hook on the back of it that I can hang with, so I'm gonna have to get one and try again later. All right, this isn't said here, but I've got the Metallica fan can from 1996, Midnight Oil's Overflow can, and the Smashing Pumpkins, The Aeroplane Flies High, out on display. And for the opposite side, I've gone for the Kiss box set in the limited edition guitar case. All right, so here we are back at the beginning where I started the video at. We are in the master bedroom. That wall and door are brand new as part of this construction to create that music room. So now as we head through into the music room, yeah, check that out. Oh, I love seeing all the CDs on display like that. This is the first time in my 46-year-old life of actually having all my stuff on display. Well, when I say all my stuff, each one of these racks here holds 1,500. So there is 3,000 of these out on display. As I said earlier in this, about 116, give or take, box sets displayed there. So a little drop in the bucket when it comes to my 11,000 CDs, but hey, finally got some stuff out on display, a beautiful music room here, and I think I'm gonna finally use it what it was intended for and to rock out now. All right, so there you go. I am in my music room. I'm super excited, as you can see by this big smile on my face that's here. Finally able to sit and enjoy this. As I said, this room holds 3,000 CDs, more than 100 of the smaller box sets displayed across the top. You see I've got some other stuff out on display right now on the short ends of the racks themselves, but I could move that and change that to tall box sets. You saw that I looked at doing some posters and things in here. I haven't chosen to put anything up on the walls like that just yet. I'm gonna live with this space for a while. I want to enjoy it, I want to feel it, and then I'm gonna see what I want to start hanging on the walls in terms of those posters and stuff. I've got some other blank walls in here headed down the stair and stuff that I could potentially use to display some of that stuff on and things of that nature. So still a little ways to go in terms of that, but I'm in this space now. Some of you guys have asked on some of the other progress videos about furniture and things of that nature, chairs, etc., that kind of stuff. I am a floor person. If you haven't figured out from all of my videos, every single one of them I have filmed sitting on the floor. That's just how I've grown up. That's how I've always been. I enjoy that. So for me, there's no chair in here because I enjoy sitting on the floor. That's just for me. When you guys design your own music room, of course, certainly design it with the intent. Where are you going to put a chair, the furniture, etc., that kind of stuff. But for me, that's how this is going to work out. I am looking at potentially doing a record player on top of this in place of the box sets. I have multiple stereos. I could put one of those in here as well. But my listening area is actually inside that master bedroom where we started. This is just where I am housing all of the music. It's like maybe a music library more than just a music room at this point. But again, I want to live with it. I may change this. I've got space in here. I do have some chairs I could choose to put in because I want people to join me and so forth. Want to have the friends over and all that sort of stuff. So I am going to live with it for a bit, and it will continue to develop, and you will see it in future episodes with the backdrop and how it develops and stuff like that. As you can already see, some of the stuff that's on display has changed from where I was during making of this video. In this video, the whole start to finish of this is 2 months, 8 weeks from the start of the construction on the racks and carried on throughout this. Now, it obviously didn't take a full 8 weeks to do, but as most of you know, I'm doing other construction in my house, so it was sort of piecemealed along the way and so forth. But that video was an 8-week video to get to this point, to be able to show you what you guys got to see within all of this. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this process and coming along with me on the journey and everything. It's been a lot of fun, and of course now I can't wait to go use it. So all right, everyone, take care, have a great one, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.